go.
Welcome back to a football tussle. And then we had two, but now we're back to the original three. So
Jeez.
myself, CIC, Grand Champ, and the returning from a week's break, AY Footy there still. Welcome back, mate. Welcome back.
Sorry, guys. I had to take a little break there. I just needed a little.
I understand.
Duly missed.
I think United were doing so bad. You had to take a break. Don't worry about it. I understand. Yeah. I might do one next week because Arsenal's mess is too much.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Well, possibly that might be a plan there for what's it called for you, Grand Champ, because it worked for AY Footy. Man United were crap. He took a week off and they come back and they win, isn't it? So
exactly, the sacrifice I have to make.
There you are. But let's start with that anyway. Why not? We'll start with the battle for fourth, because it seems like no one wants it. A few weeks ago or about a month ago, Arsenal were favourites for the fourth there. Then it turned to Spurs.
Yeah, and now I see that coming.
And now Man United are knocking on the door. So let's start with the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday there. Spurs versus informed Brighton there. Who would have thought of that? So who wants to kick off? Why don't you, AY Footy, since you're back from absence?
Yeah, talking about that top four, we was talking about Man United and Arsenal, and all of a sudden last week I see Tottenham join in there, which is good. And last game now, I'm thinking they should win that, and they lost, didn't they, against Brighton? The game you're talking about is just ridiculous, Yeah. I'm thinking they should follow up if they're really going to challenge for this. So I don't really trust Tottenham yet, but they're looking favourites, honestly. That's what I would just say.
Well, I agree. I mean, they should be. Well, there's no one favourites nowadays because they were favourites. Arsenal had the tag before. Man United had the tag before. It keeps getting passed around like they're doing like relay or something. Anyway, like it's a baton there. But talking about Spurs, they went into that game with 4 on the bounce there, and I think in the last two or three had scored 9. So for Brighton to shut them. For Brighton to shut them out was a shocker still. And then obviously Brighton are in good form there because obviously they beat Spurs' noisy neighbours from down the road there, Arsenal. But that was a shocking performance for Spurs. And Spurs were lucky that Brighton didn't score more than just the solitary 1 goal there. Even though we've mentioned Tussle a few times, especially Grand Champ. For me, he's an Argentinian international, isn't he? And I think first team. Is he Argentinian?
It's not first team.
I'm not 100% sure.
Sometimes he plays for them anyway in the qualifiers there. I saw him starting games there, so he's too good there really for the likes of Brighton anyway. But he's a good, decent player.
I saw that result coming. To be honest, Brighton are not easy. Brighton are not easy.
Tottenham have just got like 12 goals. Like
trust me. Brighton are not easy. When all the games against the teams around Brighton, I mean they inconsistent. But when Brighton do play, they do play, and there's no coincidence now. We're hearing rumors from all over like the media outlets that Graham Potter might be the next guy to take over Southgate for England. Like Brighton, I knew that was going to be a difficult game anyway. But the only thing that really got me mad was that Arsenal couldn't capitalize on that. Like how can you, like, if I was the manager, I don't need no team talk.
Just show them the results. That's
exactly.
It.
I don't need no team talk.
That says it all. And another thing is there was talk about after that result there, they were talking about Harry Kane after I think they lost their last game. He raced off to on the plane to USA for 1 day to watch the last round of the Masters there, golf. He only went there for 1 day, the final rounds. And then he was talking about before the Brighton game, he was saying, I think the Brighton game or the game before that, it's about 8 cup finals there. Why would you go to America for 1 day? I know you got the money and all that, and obviously he's got the permission there, but the mindset there, maybe jet lag or whatever, who knows?
He needs to concentrate on his game because Harry Kane hasn't scored in a while now. I'll be keeping tabs.
I know he's been assist king, but you don't start jetting around for 1 day to America like you're just going down the road.
All these players, they do it these days.
Yeah, but for me, especially with that. You think that I don't know about players just doing it for 1 day there, just to quickly fly there for 1 day to watch that, and then you got important games there. I don't know if I don't know if Klopp would have sanctioned it for any Liverpool player before the FA Cup semi-final against Man City, but anyway, it is what it is, and it backfired anyway because he had an awful performance. He wasn't alone there. Everyone in the Spurs shirt had a howler anyway. But well done to Brighton because I mean, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, they were falling down the table like no tomorrow. Now they're like cemented mid-table kind of, and they're on the and they're doing well there. As you said, Graham Potter there, possibly a replacement for Southgate if he flops.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing.
Coming up in November, and he plays a better brand of football than Southgate's defensive stuff.
Facts.
So, but Spurs just need to fix up because they got no games in midweek.
They don't need to fix up. They don't need to fix up.
Yeah,
they don't need to.
They don't need to fix up.
I know why you're saying that still, but they need to fix up for their own fans and their own sake. They need to fix up. Obviously, for Arsenal, they hope that for Arsenal fans, you're hoping that they go on the Arsenal kind of run of three defeats in a row or whatever. But what are you going to say, AY Footy?
No. I was just saying, you see that Potter guys you guys mentioned there, was there, did they play football, professionally?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's it called on the managers if he had played football before, but definitely he's definitely one of those. Okay. He's definitely one of those managers that he could be moving up to bigger teams or, as you said, national team and stuff. Let's move on to the next game there. Which one was it? Was a strange game there because you had Man United, what's it called, looking like they're going to comfortably win that game. Before you know it, it was like London buses, 2 goals in quick succession, and they were hanging on. And somehow we know what happened there with the magic man Ronaldo, the old goats. So who wants to go on, Grand Champ? What do you have to say on that one?
First things first, obviously, like I'm just going to say my condolences to Ronaldo. Heard the news about his twin son.
Stay strong, family. Stay strong.
Yeah. And then moving on to Man United's performance. Man United don't deserve top 4.
They don't
deserve top 4. Like, listen, Norwich could have had that game wrapped up. They were getting behind that defense easy, like flipping slice bread and butter. They were slicing that open. De Gea was making saves. And I don't understand. I don't understand how Luis Enrique for Spain, so much hatred for De Gea, wouldn't pick him to play for Spain for the last 2 to 3 years. But United defense is a joke. Harry Maguire is a joke. The whole team, like the performance. Like, don't get it wrong. Like United scored from Norwich. That's the reason why Norwich are getting relegated, for the mistakes they were making. The first goal, that was awful. The second goal, that was a good header from Ronaldo, but the market should have been better. But I'll give Ronaldo that. He's a beast in the air. But the amount of chances, the amount of times Norwich got behind the United defense, boy,
it's too much.
It was alarming. And then look at all the United attackers, all of them, all the players that could create something. Fernandes is a shadow of himself. Pogba is on holiday already. Sancho is Sancho. I can't even know what to say anymore. Rashford is just he's sleepwalking. The whole team is just, the whole attacking unit of the team is dead, and I don't even blame De Gea. The defense is a joke. It's a joke.
Even in that game, he went with with no defensive midfielder for once there still, because he went with in midfield there. Fernandes, Pogba, and Lingard there. There was no defensive midfielder, so he tried something new. It looked good at the beginning, but even though I think this was maybe a little swan song for Lingard to say that, you're on your way there. But as you said there, too many people underperforming week in, week out. Regardless of the name, the defense, for me, as I said, if they want to be challenging next season, we'll talk about offensively and maybe in the midfield. The fullbacks are crap. Whatever what is it? Quartet of the fullbacks.
The quartet
of rubbish.
No.
There's nothing from them.
No. Tellers is decent. Tellers
is not good enough. Decent doesn't make it.
No. Tellers is decent, but for me, the back line.
Tellers is not even better than Shimikas of Liverpool's second choice. What's it called?
No. Relax. Tellers is decent.
What assist?
He did an assist again the other day against the cross for Ronaldo to score.
Oh, come on. You have him what as your second choice left back at Arsenal?
I'm just saying.
Yes or
He's a
no?
good level.
I'm asking you.
He's a backup plan for
No,
crying
no,
out loud.
I'm asking. Grand Champ is giving him what's it called, some plaudits.
No. He's got levels. He's got levels.
So you have him as second choice to Tierney.
Tierney can even keep fit. Listen, he'll be playing first team.
Yes or no?
How they both get rotated.
Well, there you go. Then.
He's decent.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna say, with this team, the only thing that was just expected in the game was just goals. So nothing.
Oh yeah, but for me,
you're right.
You know,
you're right.
Yeah, they don't deserve. What's it called? Top four. But if Arsenal or Spurs can't get their act together, Spurs were on a good run there with 4 on a bounce before that poor defeat against Brighton there, and Arsenal Then Man United was creep through the back door like they did last season. They will.
Someone is going to have to take it because it's just a joke now.
If Man United take it, it's a big disgrace from those other two.
We would know what happens next weekend because it's Arsenal United, right?
Arsenal United. Even though we're talking about the midweek games, we got midweek games that we'll talk about. He's
Arsenal Chelsea midweek. Then it's Arsenal United. So this next 2 games is crucial.
It's at least minimum 4 points. If not, then it's good night.
To me, it's already good night anyway. But yeah.
Good night, sweetheart. There you are. Maybe the old classic comedy on BBC One many years ago. But anyway, let's quickly move back to.
I don't know that one. But go on.
There you are. Before your time, you're a bit too young for that one. There, Nicholas Lyndhurst. But anyway,
gladly so. Gladly so.
Going back to the football there and talking about Arsenal there. What happened at St Mary's? It's a treble defeats there, 3 in a row there. What happened? Let me go on this one anyway because let me have a little something there.
No. You want to enjoy the digs? Go on.
No. We do the same thing because when our Liverpool lose, which is very rare, I know, but it's not my fault. But anyway, Arsenal
guys are smiling on this show.
They look toothless, clueless, and toothless. There looks like there's no before when Arsenal won a good run. We were saying, or I was saying, I'm sure. Grand Champ and even AY Footy were in agreement there. The good thing for Arsenal, goals are coming from different players, so they don't have to rely on other players. But look at Arsenal now. Where's the goals coming from? Where's the goals?
I did in Barcelona.
Forget that one. Even he blew himself today, and the game before that against in Europa League. But yeah, go on, Grand Champ. Aubameyang or Aubameyang.
Listen,
Aubameyang is not a captain.
Remember that.
He's no captain. I said it on the show, and. I said it
as well. Brilliant.
And I've said this before on this show that the good thing about Arsenal, not like we're making any progress, but we are beating teams that we were supposed to beat. And now what's happening? And now what's happening is the teams that we are still supposed to beat, we're not beating them anymore. The funny thing about the top 4 race is that I think the 3 teams kind of going for it, maybe even the 4 teams, if you include West Ham, outside chances. True. All teams are bottle jobs. All teams have been playing crap all season, inconsistent, and giving.
I don't know about West Ham. West Ham fans, I think West Ham are punching above their weights.
Yeah, well. But I'm just saying, it's like flipping. These teams are playing like the Choco Vision brothers. To me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. It's like it's a joke. And now, if I was to be looking narrowly down to Arsenal, because I ain't gonna lie, this weekend. After we lost that game, I really thought about it. Have we really made progress, Arsenal? And I look at now, this season, we've lost 11 games this season. Yeah, which is a lot. We're on course to lose at least 2 more, which is worse than what we had last season. Mm-hmm. Arsenal have scored less this season and on course to score less this season than last season. We've conceded more.
Wow.
Or we are on course to concede more than last season. So
the stats are out.
So let me start looking at it. What progress has Arteta really made? And we're not being the top 4 sides. We're not being the Man United, the Liverpool. So what progress have we really made at Arsenal? And then this comes back to bite us in January. where he was letting loads of people go, and I had people telling me in the chat room he's clearing out dead woods and what do I know? And
you have to replace them.
There was no replacement, and for you to get rid of a striker, I don't care how much falling out you had with him, not to patch and make it work for the sake of Arsenal. That's a disgrace. You needed to take a leaf out of Conte's book, what Conte did with Costa, where Conte was going for the Premier League title and kept Costa on board. Once they won the title, straight away he sent Costa a message.
A text, what's up?
A text message, I don't need you anymore. You get out.
Come back.
Don't come back. Straight away.
That's the thing about being a bit of a novice manager.
Definitely.
And also having, personal issues where he can't overlook those personal issues, as you said.
Exactly.
To the side. Why is Pepe not able to start in this team?
I was about to jump to that. I was about to jump to that.
Who's in Nketiah that wants to leave?
I was about to jump to that. The whole thing is a shambles. Nketiah wants to leave. Would there be the 12 million for you? Keep still playing him. Pepe that saved you and kept the top four hopes alive against Wolves by the scoring one, assisting one. You keep bringing on the guy. It's so predictable. I know every time I look at the time, 70 minutes, then it brings on Pepe. For crying out loud, Pepe deserves to start. The guy is not crap. He's on good form. And then Mikel Arteta, so many wrong decisions. Last week, we saw what he did with Xhaka left back and those sorts of players. This week, you're starting Nketiah, who couldn't have a sniff. Why don't you play Martinelli up top and Pepe on either on the left, on the right? And then what makes it even worse? You look at the players on loan at Arsenal. You tell me that the squad is so thin. We've had only 2 injuries and top four hopes are done. Partey injured, that's it. We can't do anything. Tierney injured, that's it. But look at people on loan. Saliba is flourishing at flipping Marseille. He's playing for France. Guendouzi scored for France the other day. You're telling me that we couldn't play Guendouzi midfield the other day against Southampton in front of Lokonga? He's flourishing. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, fair enough, he's not pulling out trees in Roma, but he knew his role at Arsenal. He could have done the job at Arsenal. You got 3 players out there doing it decent out there, and you decided not to flip and replace it. No, come on, man.
But what it comes down to once again is
the owners.
Arteta's personal issues against some of these players.
I can't stand it.
They had an argument, and then next minute he was gone. What's it called? Nate Lamar, same kind of thing. Aubameyang, the same kind of thing. Once they get on the wrong side of him, he closes the door on them.
Yeah, I can't stand him. I ain't gonna lie.
The only thing that can save him regarding these rotten stats that you brought out about no improvement is finishing in the top 4. Apart from that, if he doesn't, it's like another season of maybe 3 seasons in a row, finishing 8th possibly.
Imagine, what is that? What is that? You know what? I don't know. Waste the whole show talking about Arsenal.
True. But well done to Southampton. They're very good 3 points there. What's it called? They're in a bit of form again still. So well done there to Ralph.
Oh, wait. Stop. And that's another thing that gets me mad with Arsenal. Arsenal is the only team where they play a team on crap form or a team that just got bashed, and they will make that team will come to Arsenal and pick up a point. Southampton got flipping killed the other day, 6-0. They beat Arsenal 1-0. The other day, Crystal Palace, they batted Arsenal. Then they went back to only Arsenal will make teams look great. Yeah, ridiculous, man. There you go. Ridiculous.
Moving on to another team that's been in very good form there. Still Brentford there. They keep winning there now. And Ericsson there with an assist there and stuff there. Watford there, as I said. Emmanuel Dennis, the top goal scorer, scored there. But for me, Watford are just like Norwich there, just gone anyway. Waiting for the season to end. But well done for the bees there to keep buzzing around there still and moving up the table there. So good on them. Moving on to Hodgson needs to retire regardless of what happens anyway. Well, we know what's going to happen anyway.
I don't think he's getting paid at that job. He's just there to just try and do what he
can. He's fooling himself anyway. Moving on to the games on Sunday there. We had Newcastle versus Leicester. Possibly Leicester over, maybe tie from the great performance in midweek. I mean, not midweek, on Thursday to get to the semi-finals of the Europa League conference there still. A good away win against second place in the Dutch league, PSV there still.
He's playing for that because he knows if he wins that, then it's straight Europa League qualification. So
so the very good. What's it called?
So why try fight for Europa in the league?
And he did do a bit of rotation there.
When it's a bit difficult to make it through the league, as opposed to, because if you think about it, if say for example Arsenal finish 4th, you go Man United 5th, you go flipping Spurs 6th. Say West Ham 7th, so it's a bit harder to get Europa. So I saw that result coming, but once again, I don't want to link it back to Arsenal. Guimaraes for flipping Newcastle, 30 plus million. That guy's a snippet. These are the signings I keep talking about, where we keep saying, "Oh, we ain't got enough money," but these are the players, these are the gems you see right in front of your face that we can't go and get.
I think the problem, obviously, Arsenal there, when we talk about the money. Obviously, they were the biggest spenders in last summer. There, they gave.
I don't care.
150 million.
They were gonna buy a striker from Juve for 67 million of Vlahovic, and he rejected us. So
yes, go on, AY Footy, go on.
What I was gonna say about that Bruno, I like the way he's managed to get in, because we was talking about he wasn't playing before. It was all a plan for him to learn the game and learn how Newcastle is playing, and now he's fitting in well. And I just love it
perfectly, and he's too good for them, really. But
he's too good, man. Playing with Joel Linton and all sorts.
Yeah, what's he called, the Black Dirt Couch. But anyway, we said that about him already. striker turn, what's it called, defensive or winger, with no goal threat or assist threat. But I mean, Leicester there, as you said, they concentrate on the Europa League conference there and try and see if they can get to the final and win it. Lookman's in good scoring form for Rodgers. There's Leicester there, but that's it. And moving on to another team that was in Europa League action there, and that had a great away win there, blowing bubbles there in France there on the way back to East London there. West Ham there. They got a disappointed draw there against Burnley at home, but go on, AY Footy.
I'm just gonna say, imagine West Ham get to the final of the Europa.
They got a very good chance. They're playing what's it called, Frankfurt.
Top 4 in Premier League.
Well, I don't think that'd be what manager of the season. But I don't see it happening anyway, that they're finishing top 4. No way. They got a good chance of reaching the final of Europa League anyway. Because Barcelona went out, and then they got the Frankfurt that beat Barcelona, so they got a good chance. They would have been a bit disappointed, maybe possibly tied with that game against Burnley. But Burnley, what a chance. 1-0 to take it to 2-0. Max Conte, or whatever his name is, the leading goal scorer, grabbed the ball off Rodriguez to take the penalty. Sometimes when you do that, you have to make sure you score.
It's unnecessary pressure, man. Pressure.
He put himself in it. You're not the one that had the ball there, and you'd snatch it off your teammates. That when you get back to the like the dressing room after the game or whatever, there could be strong words, if not a scuffle.
I tell you, there'll be strong words. I'll be causing this all sorts there.
Because the game before that, or the weekend before,
they had a chance. They had a chance to win that game as well. Yeah,
and then
I remember
this game to make it. If you make it 2-0, I don't see West Ham getting anything from this game. And he's cost them, even though he's been a wonderful signing for them, but they forget that if you get relegated.
They do, and in this crucial part of the season, he's been involved in 2 major incidents, which obviously wouldn't pay him in a good light. But I just feel like West Ham. How West Ham could have achieved much more this season if they bought another striker, because Antonio's been dead for at least.
When did he last score?
For 4 months. 2nd of January, 1st of January. The guy is on a long drought, and he's
coming out like Benteke nowadays.
I tell you,
the thing is, he plays it week in, week out. If I'm the backup striker, the reserve striker at West Ham,
who is the backup? Is it Vlahovic? Vlahovic is rubbish.
Is he really a striker, Vlahovic, or whatever his name is?
Then they haven't got one. That's why he plays in week in, week out.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Are you telling me that West Ham haven't got any youth striker that's doing
Imagine.
They're playing what's it called? Some like youth, I think right back, or is it?
Johnson. You know, he's decent.
Why have you not got no youth? What's it called? Striker there to do something. Yeah. As you said, it's a bit like Arsenal. That might cost them if they don't achieve.
Exactly.
But moving on quickly there. What's it called? We move on to the the big FA Cup semi-final on Saturday, evening there, early evening there, where it was the two big guns there going, well, it was also be going.
That was a gift. Sorry to cut you short. That was a gift.
It's all right.
That was a gift from Guardiola. What Guardiola said is it's like they were doing a business transaction and saying, listen, let me allow you
brown envelope. What brown envelope?
Those black suitcases. He said, you know what? Let me exactly. Let me allow you an easy passage towards the FA Cup final. Wherever you do in the final, that's all onto you, because for once you see Nathan Ake and Zinchenko in the same lineup, my bro, you ain't got a chance against Liverpool. You ain't got a chance.
Let's be true.
You ain't got a chance.
I agree with you on that one, because when I saw the lineup, I was very happy.
It was a weak lineup. And
compared to Liverpool's lineup.
And what made it crazy? Guardiola for the last 3 to 4 games has dropped City's top goal scorer, Mahrez, hardly playing, having the guy come on playing like little 20 minutes there, 25 minutes there.
And when you see him do come on, he's doing wonders. So for me,
every time
you have to ask why sometimes the over tinkering from him is overthinking.
That was a gift.
Even Klopp said it sometimes. He's the best manager, Klopp said, to Pep, giving him plaudits, but sometimes he overthinks it still. I don't know why.
Too much.
But what I was going to say is that he had to, because he's coming through twice against marathon hard labour games versus Atletico Madrid, one game against Liverpool in the Prem, which was hard labour as well, and then coming again against Liverpool so that's 4 games in a row. And obviously Walker was out injured, so he couldn't play. Kevin De Bruyne picked up a knock against Atletico Madrid.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench.
He was on the bench, but I think he was looking at the long-term kind of.
The bench was strong. They had Diaz, they had Goodigan, they had Laporte.
I think Diaz just come back from injury, so he wasn't going to risk Diaz.
I will play. Laporte should have played one. Number 2, I will play an unfit Diaz any day above Nathan.
The thing is,
any day.
I agree with you, but I think what Pep was thinking about because if Diaz comes on, next week does his hamstring, Kevin De Bruyne comes on and does whatever injury there, it's good for us, for Liverpool fans, and next minute they're gone for the remaining of, or 5 games gone, whatever. But for me, as you said about Pep, another thing was, when you score to make it 3-1 early, why don't you bring on Mahrez earlier than that? Even though what was the goalkeeper?
He brought Mahrez on at 83 minutes.
It's too late.
It was way too late. And Stefan, obviously, the goalkeeper, look, every goalkeeper makes mistakes. Every goalkeeper.
That one was a howler. That was a howler.
It was a howler.
There's mistakes and there's mistakes.
He made
mistakes.
No. It was a mistake. For me, my opinion is goalkeepers, I tend not to be too hard on goalkeepers like that, because I know every goalkeepers, they make serious clangers in their careers. All goalkeepers, Alisson has made a mistake like that against Everton. Remember, I don't know if every goalkeeper makes mistakes. But my thing is, Pep didn't help the situation by playing Nathan Ake and Zinchenko in front of him. That wasn't helping him.
It's true.
That's just my take.
Me, it doesn't legislate for that mistake. But we talked about Man City. Let's talk about giving plaudits to my team, Liverpool. They started that game like a rocket there still, and the high press and all that. They didn't even give Man City's rotated team, or whatever you want to call it, a breather there. Brilliant. Yeah. That midfield three might be Liverpool's best midfield three there, which is Fabinho and Thiago there. He hasn't got the legs to last in these kind of big, high-profile.
Right, Hendo.
Do you know what I like about those three players?
Performance from Mane. Sorry.
You know what I like about those three players?
Yeah, go on.
They're good on the ball and they're strong as well. That's what I like about those three of them.
And it was one of Thiago's best games in for Liverpool. Another thing is Another thing that I said, even if I wasn't a Liverpool fan, another thing which is so good about Liverpool, even if you're neutral or you don't, whatever, even though Salah's having a nightmare for the last whatever games, there's always one of the front five or whatever you call it, front four, front five. One of them will always be awake. And it's been recently, it's been Mane. For me, Salah's got the contract saga, yes, but I think what's really affecting him is his teammate on the other side has done him twice in international football. Yep. Even Mane, even Salah, as superhuman or player he is, it can still affect you.
Of course.
It can affect you that your teammate has done you an African Nation final and then he's knocked you out of maybe your last chance of World Cup, or maybe you got one more, but you'll be too old then. So those things affect you. And then
you're coming to training, and he's scoring you. You're like,
there you go. What you're now saying to yourself, what can this guy do over there? I can't. I'm looking. Hello, no, that's it. But for me, it's hard because, and the worst thing is, Salah's still getting chances, but he's missing them. Look at the one where I think the defender done the bad header and he should have chipped it and it should have gone in the net. Too many poor decisions, but that's a good thing for Liverpool that there's not reliance on him as much as before. Well done to Liverpool. The quadruple is still up. Yeah, of course. The quadruple still on. Man City's treble is now gone to 2.
I'm gonna say this on this show. Listen, if Liverpool win the quadruple, I'll quit this show. Thanks.
It's not up.
I'll go solo, baby. I'll go solo for a month.
That'll be so unbearable. Jeez, imagine this.
I'll go solo for a month.
Wow. Look at him. They only League Cup, but look at that.
No, not the League Cup I'm talking about. I'm talking about that the quadruple's still on. Don't be sour there because you done a. Move
on with the show.
You're almost doing your quadruple yourself for 4 losses there. You're on a treble at the moment there still.
Hey, we all got our priorities.
Anyway, moving on before we don't let you stutter too much under pressure. Moving on to the other semi-final, which was a poor first half there. But the second half, it woke up there. Chelsea versus Palace there.
Yeah,
I thought Crystal Palace was going to do it at one point, you know.
Never. Not enough quality, man. Not enough quality. And Chelsea, what Tuchel has done now is realize that Chelsea need a bit of pace on the team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that's what you see. And then you see now people like Timo Werner, he's using that to effect because now he's actually playing well. He might not be scoring crazy goals, but he's getting assists now. Every game he's making it count. And I feel like Chelsea right now, they're coming into the situation where they're sort of finding their core players that's going to be starting week in, week out.
Definitely.
And then my guy Lukaku, man, how'd you miss that, man?
Well, and I'm going to stop you on that as well because of what's going on around them, and I can tell from the body language from the players they actually.
What's going on around him?
I'm talking about the team. What's going on around the team? Like the and everything. No, listen.
No, that's nothing. Stop that. Stop it.
Wait. Let him. CIC. Let him talk. Let him talk.
He's Ginger, the guy, you know, winner. So everything is just everyone around the club.
Football tussle. That was football tussle there.
Sometimes some players will just say they don't care. They just whatever, man. But Chelsea players are actually fighting.
They still have to. What's it called? That was of course. Obviously, it's still to salvage a season, even though they're still going to qualify in the top 4. Obviously, easily third.
Yeah.
When there's still a chance of silverware, it's still a bit of a salvage job there still, and they've done very well. They love going to Wembley, even though they've lost it on they lost the last 2 FA Cup finals. This is their 3rd FA Cup final in a row.
Hopefully they do Liverpool this time.
Well, hopefully I was going to say hopefully it's a hat trick of defeats for them still. But what's it called? That's what I'm hoping. But anyway,
imagine this guy.
Let's move on to the midweek games there. We got a big game there tomorrow for the 2 big Northers up there, the 2 rivalry there. Liverpool versus Man United. I'm going for a Liverpool win. We know what's happened with Cristiano Ronaldo. Sadly, I'll be surprised if he starts or is available.
Bruno Fernandes was involved in a car crash.
Yeah, I saw that still. What's happening nowadays with these players? Lanzini and all sorts of formal or whatever. But yeah, I'm going for a Liverpool win there tomorrow. What are you going for, Grand Champ?
Easy win for Liverpool.
AY Footy?
Easy win for United.
Oh wow. Sorry?
I know, yeah.
Sorry?
Ask him the question again. Just a bit. Make it a bit louder.
I know you had technical issues. I know you had technical issues last week.
AY,
as they come back. Hello.
AY, can you hear do you understand the question? I'm speaking right to my mic.
Look,
do you understand the question?
United is
do you understand the question?
They're gonna dent that trophy. They're gonna.
All right then.
My goodness, maybe it needs a translator.
There you go.
Goodness. What language there? Is it Yoruba there? Huh? Shugbo.
But anyway, let's move on to Wednesday's games there. We've got a good game there for Everton. Everton versus Leicester. I think Everton are rubbish. So I can't see them beating Leicester.
No, Everton are rubbish, but I think Leicester do not have a prime in the league. They're just going through the motions. For me, once again, Lampard, they need that. They need to fight for that victory. I'm going for Everton.
I think that's possibly a draw, or I think what's it called? I'm going for a draw. I'm going for Leicester win. I mean, no, sorry. I'm going for Everton win. Okay. What about you?
A winner or draw Everton for Everton.
Okay. Yeah. I'm edging with Leicester draw, maybe Leicester win. And then we got a big one there. What's it called? London derby there. Chelsea, Arsenal. I think Chelsea there for me. Because they always beat. I mean, Arsenal still got a good kind of record against them anyway. But forget Arsenal. Forget Arsenal. Arsenal finished this season. We ain't gonna listen. Whenever the pressure is on, they lose it. So you're going for Chelsea win? I can't even say it, but we're probably gonna lose that game. What about you, AY Footy?
Chelsea win.
Okay. Well, hopefully Arsenal can stand up and maybe do something. If he can try and play, maybe Arteta, I hope you're watching, who knows? Or someone of your coaching staff. Start Pepe, you got a chance. For me, the guy could listen, for me, my lineup would be Pepe on the right, Saka on the left, Odegaard, or the Martinelli up front there, because the guy has played there before, but Arteta is Arteta, isn't it?
Can you play Pepe and Saka though in the same?
They play them on the other side. You play them on the side. Do like Liverpool. Do like Man City. Don't be afraid to do that. Last season, when Pepe had a run on the side where he was scoring goals, he was playing on the left. There you go. And he was doing good. He didn't need to cut in anymore and do those fancy stuff. But the guy's a good finisher. I'm hearing stuff about he's a great finisher in training. The best finisher. He could finish, don't play. Get out. Pepe was under Klopp and what's it called? Or Pepe or Pep. He'd be doing brilliant stuff there. He'll be doing Pepe's soup stuff there. Newcastle Palace. I'm going for Newcastle to win that one. Against Palace, no, draw, score draw. What about you, AY Footy?
I'm going for Palace win. Palace win.
Okay. And then Man City versus informed Brighton. I wish Brighton could do another, very good result and maybe get a draw. But I see Man City opening up and giving them 3-0 or something. They're playing against a team that played just like them. So easy win, Man City.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll all go for hat-trick of wins there for Man City in that game. And then the one game quickly on Thursday there, Burnley, Southampton. I think Southampton will get a away win there. Likewise. AY Footy?
A draw.
Okay. Anyone want to say something before the show ends there still? But welcome back, AY Footy. Well done. Welcome back, AY. Welcome back there still.
Well done to Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea. They just
and West Ham there. And it was a great week for English teams in the European competitions there. Jack Grealish, anyone, guys? Like, subscribe.
100